Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about positive mindset. Really? Yeah, really. Yesterday I was chatting with a couple and their two lovely, beautiful, adorable, active children. The children were playing with a group of my friends and the friends' children as well. And I was having this chat with the husband. He's seems to be a really nice guy, you know, professionally dressed. So I asked him, "What is your profession? What do you do?" And he told me that he's a financial advisor to entrepreneurs, to business owners, and he gives financial advices. And his wife is an artist, art school graduate, visual artist. And I was like, wow, really interesting. Tell me about it. You know, and then I was just sharing about some like stuff, like chatting about stuff, and I said it's very hard to become a professional artist, to become a professional entrepreneur, especially as a woman. Oh, it's hard. You know, I was just small chatting, and then he said, no, it's not hard at all. I was like, wow, he must know some really good stuff. Like, tell me about it. I want to lure his knowledge out and learn from him. I said, well, tell me about like why you think it's not hard. He said, it's all in here. It's all in here, like how you think, you have the willingness, you work hard, and you envision yourself as a successful entrepreneur, and you can make it. It's all in here. And I was like, wow, what is in here? Like a bullet or something? Because I don't think like that. I mean, maybe I have the willingness to work, but I don't think the same. So I just, you know, throw him the ball back, and I said, look, I am a female. I'm 30-something years old, and what if I want to become a mother? I have to be responsible and take care of my kids. And that means I have to dedicate time. It's very difficult to balance work and life because becoming a mother is a full-time job. And he was like, oh, it's easy. You just wait 2 years and send your kids to daycare. And I was like, okay, maybe. So tell me about your wife. What does she do? Where does she sell her art and what kind of art she does? And he said, oh no, she doesn't really sell her art and she doesn't really paint anymore. And I said, oh, why not? And he said, well, she had 2 children and she's a full-time housewife taking care of the kids. And I was like, well, I didn't say this to him, but I was like, well, when it's about other people, it's about positive thinking, you know, this mindset. And when it's about your own stuff, your own wife, your own family, your own problems, positive thinking doesn't work anymore, huh? Like, why doesn't your wife send the children to daycare and like bye-bye, adios, ciao, and just become an artist? No, it's not that simple. It's not about thinking, you know, sunshine and flowers and like, you know, sorry, it doesn't work. Life is not all about positive mindset. I remembered I watched a YouTube video, I forgot who did that talk, but it was really good talk. It was, I think he was a TED Talk speaker and he was giving a conference about the challenges the world was facing. And one audience raised a hand and asked a question. And the audience who asked the question was about 20 years old and asked, you know, all these problems in the world, don't you think we can solve it by, you know, thinking positively, having this positive mindset and approach? And the speaker was super upset, but you know, he couldn't just swear, but he was very polite, and he said, what do you think about those refugees, those, you know, poor people who were born in very, very poor conditions and suffering from hunger? You think they didn't think positive enough when they were like in their mother's wombs, so they end up here? No, you can't solve the world's problems with positive mindset, and you can't solve your own with just positive thinking. I mean, it's not like that. And I totally agree. Like, when you ask the successful artists and successful entrepreneurs about, you know, their success, a lot of times perhaps they will tell you the same, like it's about here, it's about here. Like my parents' generation, they can say that because when they were taking off, when they were like growing in their career, in their business, the economy was good. It was fine. Like Chinese economy was fine, American economy was fine, Europe was fine, like everywhere was booming. And guess what? You have burned all the fossil fuels and now I have got nothing left. And the world's resources are finite and we face like a war in front of us and the global warming, the crisis after crisis. And guess what? Little children have leukemia. You ask, think positive, your leukemia will be cured. Very well, like excellent advice. And maybe the successful individuals that who are giving you this advice, they have this survivor's bias and they could have made it in that specific setting, which is not like this anymore. As an artist, if you want to become successful, to become ultra rich and to become the 1%, to become the top 1 or top 10 in the world, to earn multi-millions every year as an artist, I would say your chances of becoming successful like that is practically zero. And I have just rounded up positively. If not, it would be -1. Really, it's impossible to become successful in the traditional sense anymore. Stop thinking about working for those multi-millionaires and one day to become one of them, like painting rich people's poodles for your life and to one day become rich and to have a poodle like that and live in the big mansions and driving Ferraris or whatnot. It's not like that anymore because we have a serious problem in this world today. And the polar bears, ask the polar bears, ask, hey sir, do you have a problem? Yes, I have a problem. Yeah, you get me. What I'm saying is the world is sinking and you better start thinking. As an artist, I would challenge you to think the alternative way to become successful. Instead of selling this 1 million artworks to this multi-millionaire or multi-billionaire, try to think about how about selling $1 artwork to 1 million people that who are not exactly rich, but they appreciate certain kind of art. And think about it. Put a message in your art. Try to change something about the current situation and all the challenges that the world is facing right now. Just try to make the world less worse place to live for the years to come, if we have years to come. As a financial advisor, maybe this gentleman I was talking to was trying to, give a valid advice, but I don't think this advice is applicable anymore, especially to our generation. If you are like under 30 years old, it's not the same anymore. We will not have the same realities. So stop listening to those advices of how to become ultra rich and start thinking about the extraordinary ways to solve the extraordinary problems. Just forget about the positive thinking. I wouldn't count on thinking positive or thinking whatever to solve any problems because the problem is too serious to just thinking it out. If you ask me what is the solution to this problem, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Perhaps I'll think about it. If you have any idea, leave me a comment below and let's find out a way. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video.